Today I'm going to show you how to change the oil in a 2022 Land Rover Discovery Sport with the 2.0 liter gas engine. I have 42,000 miles on the vehicle now. This will be my 6th oil change. Land Rover recommends every 21,000 miles, which I find unacceptable. I do it every 7,000 miles, so it comes out even to increment with their 21,000 mile recommendations. The tools you'll need to do it according to the way Land Rover wants it: you're going to need an oil siphon, oil filter wrench, torque wrench. I have an extension, an oil filter, and oil. I'll get later on tell you how much oil it is. So I went with liquid moly. This does meet the specifications for the STJLR that's required for this engine. So I'll siphon this out, I'll get it started, and then we'll come back. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the engine cover. This just pops off. This allows us a little better access to the filter. Set that over there. Bunch of sound deadening. More sound deadening. This just lifts off. More sound deadening. Just lifts off. You don't need to remove all that sound deadening just to cover, but I thought you might want to see what it looks like underneath there. With the variable valve timing that Land Rover is using on this engine, it's all up in here. Got your spark plugs here. Your PCVs back here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to just loosen this up. We're going to turn it a couple turns. Set you down, sorry. Go, broke the seal. And what we want to do here is, all we're doing is we're just breaking the seal so that the oil will drain out of this. And right now you can see it's kind of tight. And that's the O-ring in there. And it'll definitely feel different once I get that O-ring. I don't know if you can see it coming up, but the O-ring's starting to come up. Now I've broken that seal, everything's good. The O-ring's right here, that shiny part. So that's all we do there. It's about 4 turns. And then we're going to remove the dipstick. I have heated the engine up a little bit. It's not hot, it's just warm. Grab my siphon. And then wipe this off. Great, look, that's gone. Shoot. Well, I had a little ball that would keep this from going too far, or not too far, but hold it in place, but I've lost it. I've wiped off my hose, and we just feed this down the dipstick tube. You'll definitely feel when it bottoms out. It is right there. I don't want to push it hard because then it'll just bend and move, so then I back it out just a little bit. And hopefully this thing still works. We just start creating a siphon. And here comes the oil. So we're going to let this go. And I'll come back when this is all done siphoning. Alright, we're back at it. So I did just loosened up my oil cap. Instructions kind of tell you to do that. I didn't do that earlier. This has started to suck air. I pulled 7 quarts or 7 liters out of here, which is what this thing is supposed to have in it. So let's see if I can pull this out. You guys able to see what I'm doing? My high-tech engine tripod stand. Yep. So I'm going to grab a towel and just slowly pull this thing out. while I'm wiping it. And allow this to drain into my oil collection. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the oil filter out. You remember earlier I loosened that up. It's located right here. Everything's dark in here, so it's right here. Just loosen that up. And take that out. There it is. Interesting, got a little twist on it. I don't know if this is just a little bit tall, or I over tightened, or what happened, why we got that twist. We have to pull this off and pull the O-ring. The new filter comes with an O-ring in it, so I'm going to do that off camera. This just pulls out. O-ring, I use a pick to pull it off. You can use a screwdriver, whatever you've got. Alright, so I got the O-ring on right here. Make sure that this little doodaddy stays here. I've never had it come out, but some of the instructions say make sure this doesn't stick to the filter. This is part of the anti-drain back in the oil filter. Take the oil filter, just snaps on there, nothing to it. That's what the inside of that little doodaddy looks like. We put it in. Going real easy, then it'll hit that O-ring right there. Get tight. Snug it up with your filter wrench. I'll tell you which one this is in a minute. There we go, that's better. Okay. It's supposed to be 25 Newton meters, which is about, I don't know. Where does that work out to? 18 foot-pounds. Guys, just needs to be snug. No Charles Atlas on this. Just snug it up. That's it. Pull this out here. This is EWK 6514. I got it off Amazon. Next step is going to be putting everything back together. So I'm going to grab my dipstick, wipe it off, stick it in here so I don't get anything in there. It is keyed, by the way. There's this little notch here, and that's got a key into the little notch here. It's kind of nice to have a car that actually still has a dipstick. All these things go back on. I don't really know. It doesn't go on one way, it goes on the other, you know. Got to go right there because of this guy right here. Yep, that goes on there. You get this little catch thing there. It's kind of nice to have, actually. That one goes on there. This goes on top. Just snaps back down. Come on. It's a lot easier to do two-handed. But snap, 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 snap. So the next thing to do, take this off, clean that up. Actually, I'm going to put it back on and clean it up. 7 liters in here. Run the engine for 30 seconds or so. Shut it off. Wait another 30 seconds. And make sure you got it topped off right. You got this little bitty hash mark. That's where they want you to be. Normally, it can be anywhere from this hash mark down to this. There's a little bitty line here. That's considered a normal space to be. But for oil changes, they want you up here in the X's. So I hope that helps you out if you want to change your own oil. It took me, with the siphoning, about 45 minutes to do the job total. Most of that was waiting around for the siphon to happen. That took a good 35 minutes. Thank you.